Yogi Adityanath is referred to as the bulldozer Baba. He strikes fear in the hearts of criminals, thugs, and mafias alike. His storming back to power has rattled an entire ecosystem that was hedging its fortunes on these criminals to usher the state back into chaos and anarchy. Similarly, the minority community was instigated to an extent that Yogi became the Hindu military general for them who was out to exterminate their population. However, by handling the death of a Muslim BJP supporter rather calmly, Yogi 2.0 has set its example. Muslim or Hindu, the criminals will have to pay for their crimes. This is a new Uttar Pradesh. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI media group. I'm your host Tanya, and in this video, I'll talk in detail about how the Yogi government is back with a bang in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has swung into action immediately after the oath-taking ceremony and directed the UP police to take strict action against those involved in the killing of a Muslim man in the Kushinagar district. Reportedly, a man named Babar in the Kathghari village of Ramkola police station was lynched by his community members after he had celebrated the victory of the BJP in the just concluded assembly elections by distributing sweets and chanting slogans of Jai Shri Ram. Babar was severely beaten up by his neighbors and relatives on 20th March 2022. The youth was referred to the district hospital and then to Lucknow, where he died during treatment on Sunday 27th March 2022. The Muslims in the area were angry with Babar even after his death. When the body of the deceased reached the village, people were enraged. People refused to perform the last rites of the body. It was only after local BJP MLA PN Pathak reached the spot that the family got a bit of justice. After the assurance of MLA PN Pathak and administrative officials, the family agreed to perform the last rites. The area MLA himself shouldered the body of deceased Babar. The CM, while expressing grief, said that the culprits will be punished, adding that the government would provide all possible help to the bereaved family. The Chief Minister has also announced a compensation of 2 lakh rupees for the family of the Muslim youth. 2 of the accused, Tahid and Arif, have already been arrested and sent to jail by the police on Sunday. Meanwhile, a team under SHO Khadda has been set up to nab the remaining absconding accused named by the deceased family in the FIR and bring the case to a draw. BJP has extended support to the family, and party MLA from Kushinagar, Panchanand Pathak, visited the family and took part in Babar's funeral. Danish Ansari, the sole Muslim minister in the Yogi Adityanath government, was quoted as saying by India TV, "Yogi ji is with the family, they are not alone. Strict action will be taken against the accused criminals who will rethink committing such crimes. Zero tolerance against crime in Uttar Pradesh. This is Yogi's Uttar Pradesh, only peace will prevail." While the supposed minority community of the country has been brainwashed to an extent that it will lynch its own members for supporting a nationalist government, the Yogi Adityanath administration is setting a stern example. While other governments would have swept the incident under the carpet as it would have miffed the minority, appeasement vote bank Yogi is going all out to nail the criminals. Such has been the fear of Yogi in the hearts of criminals and mafias that ever since the BJP returned to power in Uttar Pradesh, over 50 criminals have surrendered to police in 2 weeks. In Pratapgarh last week, a rape case accused surrendered 4 days after raping a woman in a toilet near the railway station. The accused gave him up after the police parked a bulldozer in front of his house. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had earned the sobriquet of Bulldozer Baba during the recently concluded elections after the heavy machine was deployed by his government to raise the ill-gotten property of criminals and mafias in the state during his earlier stint. The Bulldozer Baba image of Yogi Adityanath paid BJP rich dividends in the election as the party stormed back to power for a second consecutive term. Similarly, Yogi has taken upon himself to cleanse the state of hotspots of radicalization. As reported by TFI, Deoband in Uttar Pradesh can be considered the hotbed of radicalization. However, Yogi government has left no stone unturned to cleanse the home of Taliban ideology, and he has succeeded in doing so. A few days after Yogi won the election and prior to the oath-taking ceremony, the ATS began its crackdown and picked up 2 youths from a hostel in Deoband. The suspects are believed to be natives of Bangladesh and Myanmar and are students students of a madrasa in Deoband. Their links with Pakistan have also come in the fore, as was revealed in the CDR of the mobile numbers of the suspects. There's a reason behind why Deoband was chosen. The Yogi government wants to protect sensitive areas from any kind of radicalization. In 2019, the Combating Terrorism Center of the US Military Academy at West Point published a report that stated Deobandi Islam is the most popular form of pedagogy in the Pashtun belt on the both sides of the Durand line that separates Afghanistan and Pakistan. Moreover, prominent Afghan and Pakistani Taliban leaders have studied in Deobandi seminaries. Yogi appears to be in a no-nonsense mood after gaining keys to the Vidhan Sabha for a second successive time. Reign of the fear he has commanded in the hearts of criminals and non-state actors is something that other state CMs should attempt to emulate.